Oh, wow. It started right then and there. Wonderful. So I figured I need to do a little bit more gauging and polling of this notion that I have in my head, and I'm going to take it and work with it. And so this is Chad, and hey, baby. And I'm going to ask him a couple questions as I watch his interaction with this particular clip, and I'm going to play the clip. Okay. This is very important to my little research I got going on here. Again, if there are any questions, I enabled the question bar so that you can always ask by typing it in. All right, so I want to know what you see and what you think of this. So that's your guiding question, because you have to say guiding questions in this field. I don't know why they need to guide you, but okay. People crazy. All right.
Math and history are just some of the subjects.
Oh, what's it doing?
Hi guys. Hey, look, your mama's here. Mom, your mama's sister. Mom, your mama's sister. Hey guys, it's guys.
Take that off your head, Gabe.
Guys, look, I got a funny circle. Guys, hey, come on. If you would like I would like Mama. Papa, wait for you, my mama. Wait for me, my mommy. Baby, baby. Hello, hello. Hello. Now what?
I'll share. Oh. It's coming. But get ready. Take the breath. All right. So, did I do it right? Did it show? I hope that it went right. I quit screen sharing, but I just stopped the screen. All right. So my question to everyone is, and if it went through, then you can answer. How'd you feel about it first? Just how do you feel about it?
It's like nothing I'd ever seen before. I was awestruck. I thought it was a fantastic take on education. First thought I had was, wow, this guy utilizes the fact that kids have all this energy, and he created a place where they were able to put all that energy into something, not stifling it, but turning it into something productive. That's the first thing I saw. He engaged them visually with making the school look like, one of their favorite storybooks. He engaged them through their own music, because I'm hearing hip hop. I'm hearing them sing and use hip hop or music in the lesson. And this is funny. I didn't know who you were talking about prior, but there was actually a clip going around where he's dancing with his kids, and I didn't put two and two together. But now that I understand who they're talking about, it makes perfect sense. I think this guy really tapped into, from what it looks like, this guy really tapped into what it means to educate in well, I was about to say 2015, in 2016.
Wonderful. You're saying what many people are saying, and they're spreading the clips.
Yes.
The clip made me cringe. Let's go there. So we're gonna take off the notion of a beautifully designed school. We're gonna take apart the fact that they had an actual drum, a trampoline, the resources. Take away those.
Yes.
What was the population of that school from that clip?
Majority black.
And how did you know I meant cultural?
It's usually the main thing.
You could have said boys to girls.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm telling you.
That's not even the first thing I think about. When I hear people use words like population or demographic, I automatically go to, okay, what is the ethnic makeup of this group? What I saw based off of this clip was, it looked like maybe 95 black, 90 to 95% black.
Okay, so let's go there. When people mention demographics, the brain shifted to race.
Yes.
We don't know ethnicity. So black doesn't mean I'm African and then you're from the Caribbean.
Right.
You can't just pull that from visually. Oh, so you went straight to the color. This is the retraining that I have to encounter. Tons of boys in that clip.
Yes. Fair amount of boys and girls from what I saw yesterday.
Is this low income, middle income? We won't know because they're in uniform.
Yeah, I could not tell.
Okay. The methodology, I'm seeing 2 white teachers so far. Okay. And the kids are learning because the kids can publicly speak. And they can hold their own in a conversation with an adult.
That seems to be one indicator.
Next troubling question for me is, when we see things about music being instrumented in the classroom with blacks, what subject are they all struck about? And all the press comes. What subject do we see them doing?
This one focused on public speaking.
Go back.
Based on the clip. They said that he teaches Rembrandt himself that he taught history and math.
History and math. Did we see history? No, we saw public speaking later.
Yes.
And math.
Yes.
If I challenged everyone to bring out their clips where you saw this level of engagement in teaching English, would we have the same responses with blacks? They're not going to show us that. Where are the stellar English teachers? Because when I say that math has a natural cadence, 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's rote. You're not thinking higher level for the song. You're not talking about, and if an engineer came with the gear shaft and the inches, 1/8. They're not going that deep. Why is this shocking the world or shocking America? That's what my question is. What is it really that's happening? So I had to think about it. All morning it's been bothering me. Since I was asked to teach English, and I said to them quickly when I saw, like, listen, I gotta knock down other walls first with the words, because everyone uses words differently and all things mean different things. So I can make a song and they can rehearse the song. Would that mean they thought deeply? By the time I was done teaching my kids, they could engage in reading conversations about anything they read on a deep level. I love history. I love all the other subjects too.
I think what has America, since we're focusing on the American response, I think what has Americans kind of like shocked and celebrating is because we still look at the classroom as come in, sit down, here's the chalkboard or the whiteboard or whatever. I don't even think most people think to the other advances that we have as far as like smart boards and everybody having a screen in their desk in some schools, or everybody getting a tablet to do their work or submit their work or whatever. And all this other educational technology that's being implemented in the classroom. I don't think most people think about that.
Like it.
I think most people still look at education in much of how it was done in the 20th century, which is
I like that.
the blackboard, the wooden desk, come in, sit down, get out your pencil, get out a notebook, write this down, test on Friday, things of that nature. And then to see to see what he's doing, it turns that idea or that vision that people kind of have stuck in their head, it turns it on its edge, and then they're like, "Oh my goodness, look what's happening." It's not just how we thought, which is come in and do your history exam and do a project on George Washington by the end of the semester, and so on and so on and so forth. Wow, music is being incorporated. Wow.
So, not to cut you off, then why are we not seeing the white schools doing this? Are they doing it, and why is that not news? Why is it just news when the blacks are doing it with some white sprinkled in there? or Asian sprinkled in it? Why is it now newsworthy? I'm really confused.
I have an absolute answer for that.
Please don't make me mad.
Because the other ideal, sorry to say, America,
but let's go there.
The other ideal, aside from education being so on and so forth, come in, sit down, write this down, test this, that, and then final at the end of the year, so on and so forth. The other ideal, or the other idea that people have in their head, the other vision that's really implanted in people's heads is blacks don't get this. Blacks do not get it. Blacks do not get education. We don't understand. We don't understand it. Not in the format or the setting that we envision it to be.
So,
why? Because we get bombarded with statistics all the time about how statistically, historically, blacks don't seem to do well in the classroom setting. They don't seem to do well with this format of education. So now that we're seeing these clips of these black kids are retaining the information. Hey, these black kids are actually excited about school. Nobody looks like they want to drop out. I don't see any teenage pregnancies. Nobody looks like they're on drugs. Everybody seems to look like they come from an upstanding home. Maybe they even have both parents in the household. Real talk, I'm sure that's what some people are thinking.
Real talk, that's what you saw prior to the discussion. But we don't know that that's what you're impressed with. It's taking me to get kicked out of a school district and be a failure to really get the picture. Because what I'm more impressed with now with any school, black, white, indifferent, sit them down with some books. Kids, it could be digital books. I don't care. Have them write and do the math, but have them write for extended periods of time. Where are the debates? Where is the real stuff? So that's why I'm like, I'm glad that I got kicked out, or I'm glad that I had to not fit the mold in order to see properly. I don't want that pill. Okay, so now going back over the clip.
Yeah.
You didn't see anybody with the head down, because they call that full engagement.
Yes.
Because everybody was singing a song, everybody wanted to be there.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
So now I'm impressed if you take said same model and you replicate it with other cultures. I would be more impressed with that. Like, oh, you truly get it. Like, stop making the African American or the black toned child the project and something to start giving money to when you see that they're sitting down, they want to be in school. You're supposed to effort be giving money to the school so that they can build what this man has just built for his thing anyway. So you back to what you said. You said this was, a book that is everyone's childhood book. I'm English. Coming from a class that nobody read anything. I couldn't reference that school. So I'm to understand that these kids have seen Harry Potter before. No, that was the headmaster's vision. He wanted to see that school. Then they got involved in the culture of the book. And I feel that that's what I had to do. I had to make, no matter what book it was, you had to design it, open that world to a child. And you'll get all kinds of great things. He just was blessed to have financial backing to do so. So I don't understand, again, like, so many things came to mind. Like, this is not a cry about give a school district more money or find better teachers. You don't think a child gonna be quiet? To want to get to that board and touch those numbers and stand on the desk and play a drum? You don't think so? Do you have to now talk about teacher performance or access to quality stuff? Because when I go into a district where they have the kids behave, it's not.
Then there's really no other question about it.
Stop.
With more resources, that's what you will be.
That's what you're gonna get, man.
That's what you get.
That's what I'm saying. I'm no longer drinking the Kool-Aid, which means, because I know we have viewers from other countries, I'm no longer just subscribe. Yeah, I want to work for him because he really understands. Let me read that man's thesis, and I'll get back with you. No, don't. Like I said, just record that, get that organically as it's coming, because it's when it's freshest. It's when it's best. As an artistic teacher, I had blankets and pillows and all that other stuff because to get into that creative space, you got it. There's a comfort that must go with it. So I just was like, I had to tell people, don't send me these clips. As an educator and teacher, you learn. Don't send me simple-minded clips of stuff that will impress you, impress the news places or the channels and stations. Impress me. What do they look like when they're taking a test? Like when they're actually, because you're not doing all that to answer no questions on these standardized tests. I know that. I know that I teach not because of their standardized tests, because I also know you can't do that at your job. Let's be real world ready. This is sad. This is, to me, just furthering the stuff that I hate. I hate people making projects off of other people, and then so much so that you bring the media into it, and it's subtly fueling arguments in people's brains that they don't even know that it's really speaking to. Well, if I want to be a good teacher, all I got to do is learn the songs, and I like hip hop. I'm down to earth. I'm cool. This is not it. Those is my thoughts. Been up all morning. When I go back to my lessons, oh, I realized the song that the site that my daughter and I were using for her to learn her addition, because we can go back and practice a little bit on different topics, is Hoopla Kids. That's what it was called. So shout out to Hoopla Kids, because I've really been integrating your interfaces and your products with my education of my own children, and I love it. Bye.